Friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Hako and I talk about anime titties for a living. Let's talk about him. So, the game's most busted character has just released. Her name is Sugishiro Yanagi and she's kinda cool. So, before every banner or at every banner, I usually make a video like this, kinda going over the stopping points for the banner, like how do you get the most Yanagi for your bucks. So, like, what should you be focusing on? Should it be one Yanagi and then, an engine? Or should it be two Yanagis and then the engine? Obviously, if you're, free to play or a very low spender, you're gonna be happy, just getting one Yanagi, which is what I'm sitting at currently. I do not have even close to resources like whale on this banner. So I'm right now content with one Yanagi. But if you are, like, a little bit of a medium spender, what should you be going for?
Only the brave will win. You have my complete support.
So what I would do personally, if I had more resources than I actually have, if I had more pulls, if I had the money to whale, I would be going for her C1 now. Like, not bother about the engine, going for the C1. Know thyself, know thy enemy. So this one is actually really fun, and we haven't had anything like this in the game previous. When any squad member inflicts an anomaly on an enemy, Yanagi gains one stack of clarity, lasting 15 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Repeated triggers reset the duration. Upon being hit by an enemy attack, Yanagi consumes one stack of clarity to gain invulnerability for 1 second. When Yanagi has one or more stacks of clarity, her anomaly proficiency is increased by 80. Now, this one is, very much a defensive cinema. What it does for your power level is it gives you 80. It gives you 80 anomaly proficiency, yeah? If you have one stack of this. But the reason why I would go for this one over the engine is because this is fun. This actually, impacts her gameplay. And we just got a mode, the Endless Tower, where like your HP does not recover. So like having this is gonna be, a game changer in there. It's gonna be, the equivalent of having Caesar with you. Almost. Because you will be inflicting a lot of anomaly in whatever team you run Yanagi in. So like, just for the fact that it is cool, I would go for this one. Although, the most power, if you just want as much of a hard-hitting Yanagi as possible, going for engine is the better option. And then, let's go over to, during her EX special attack, the rapid thrust electric anomaly buildup increased by 20%, holding down the special attack button. After a rapid thrust hits an enemy, will consume 10 additional energy to launch another thrust. If energy is insufficient or the button is released, the attack will automatically follow up with a downward attack. When the downward attack hits an enemy suffering an anomaly and triggered polarity disorder, the damage multiplier increases to 20% of the original disorder effect. Each additional thrust increases this multiplier by 15% up to a maximum of 2 extra thrusts. So, this is a lot of words, and like if you don't know how to play Yanagi, this isn't gonna mean much to you. But this is pretty fun. This is also pretty fun. It also impacts gameplay, and like I like cinemas like this. That isn't just a cranking up of numbers, but it actually impacts how they play. Same with Ellen's. I think it's a Cinema 4 that allows her to like go directly into her second EX special attack from like her third hit in the combo. And I just think these cinemas are fun, and this is also a really, really good one. So if I had a big amount of money, big amount of resources, like do as I pleased on this banner, I would be going to C2, getting your engine, and then calling it stop. However, if you are a low spender, what I would recommend is probably if you only care about power, getting one Yanagi and getting her engine is probably the smarter option. It is going to be your most bang for the buck. And remember, it is easier getting the engine as well, because you're running a 75-25 chance, and also the hard pity is 10 pulls lower on that banner. And let's just go over the cinemas while we're here. Cinema number 4, when the Yanagi inflicts attribute anomaly damage on an enemy, they suffer from the exposed effect. Lasting 15 seconds, attack on enemies under the exposed effect will have 16% increased pen ratio. I find this to be a lot more boring than, 1 and 2. Pen is good, obviously. Pen is good, obviously, but you know, like, is it fun? No. Like, this is deep whale territory. I say do not go past 1-2. You know, you do whatever you want, but I would advise against it. Although her M6, after a first attack during her EX special attack, the duration of Shinra Bansho state increased to 30 seconds. While the state is active, EX special attack damage increased by 20%. The maximum number of times the additional damage multiplier increases effect for polarity disorder in outstanding adaptability can be triggered, increases to 4, and the energy cost for the first 4 additional thrust attack is halved. This is not a bad C6 or M6 at all. I feel like it might be, you know, be one of the crazier ones we've had. Obviously, this, if you go here and like, if you haven't been saving up since Ellen's banner, this is gonna be, you know, a lot of money. I'd advise not doing it, but you know, you do whatever you want with your money, but you just be prepared to like shell out more than $1,000 for it. So I've been talking a lot about her engine. Should we have a little bit of a look at it? Now, the reason why I don't feel like I super need to go for it is that I have the Fusion compiler that's kind of just sitting around, which is Grace's signature engine. Now, is this going to be like a big step up from Fusion compiler? Yes, it is. But I normally have access to like one of the better, a lot of really good W engines. So, what does it do? It gives you attack percentage as a main stat. A lot of people were probably expecting a lot of proficiency, but attack actually factors in, you know, a big amount when it comes to disorder and anomaly attributes in general. So, what does it do? The equipper's electric anomaly build-up rate increases by 30% when special attack or EX special attack hits enemies suffering an attribute anomaly. The equipper's anomaly proficiency increases by 75 for 15 seconds. When the equipper's anomaly proficiency is greater than or equal to 375, disorder damage inflicted by the equipper increases by 25%. So this is a very, very good engine. It is a very, very good engine, and it is gonna be, you know, Yanagi's best one. So if you want the most powerful Yanagi, one Yanagi, her engine. I'm going for one Yanagi, and hopefully during the patch I can accumulate enough to get her Mindscape 1, because I think it's fun. It's a mechanic we've never seen before in the game. And I prefer stuff that, you know, affect gameplay more than just a cranking up of numbers, which at the end of the day is what her engine is. It is a cranking up of numbers. Meanwhile, her Mindscape 1 and 2 actually affects how she plays. And in a game like this, where, you know, I can clear anything in the game with Corin and DPS Sorka Grid. I don't need a cranking up of numbers. I need a fun character to play, and if they get more fun with the Mindscapes, that's what I'll be going for. But I'll stop myself from rambling on too much. But that's my advices for the banner. So let me know in the comments down below, what are you going for? Are you going for an engine? Are you going for Mindscapes? Or are you skipping Yanagi entirely? And best of freaking luck in your pullings. I've already done my pulling video. Link in the description if you want to see that. But thank you so freaking much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.